Now, Hassani boy, old Hummus Pickles, has got himself in a little bit of a squeegee-weegee place. He's got himself in a little bit of drama. And before we get into the drama, I just want to kind of highlight, I do love the fact that Hasan sits on his little perch on the top of his little Twitch hill, thinking he's better than everybody else, and when he finds somebody who's his enemy, like, say, Nuxanor, he decides Nuxanor is his enemy, he makes sure to bring up every accusation, and he takes everything they've ever said, twists and contorts it to fit his little narrative, to call them whatever he wants, which I think is disgusting. It's typical progressive cancel culture bullshit. And you look at, but then you look at his past, it's not so squeaky clean. It's kind of crazy how that works out. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I do. Petrus Farms remembers.
This is Bro Tip. This week's Bro Tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. A few things to consider when you're thinking about Lady Gaga as the top contender for Babe of the Week should be the fact that she might have a penis.
Oh, yeah, you might have that penis, bro. I mean, here's the thing. I want to say that the jokes are mildly funny. They're not great, but they're mildly funny. He's doing a ripoff of all the humor and comedy at the time. And I do miss this style of content, at least up to this point so far. But this isn't really, this is pretty transphobic of him, right? This is super transphobic. I thought he's always stood with trans people. I thought he's always been one of the biggest allies, brother. Oh, but, it's all a grift. It was all a grift. I used to read, oh, shit.
The fact that Lady Gaga might have a small penis does absolutely terrify me. Here's why the 5-second rule works. Because when you start thinking for longer than 5 seconds, you're immediately not thinking with your dick and also thinking with this pesky thing up here that we like to call our brains. So once you start thinking with your brain, you're immediately going to psych yourself out. Come back again next week when we discuss the legendary question of all time. Old enough to count, old enough to mount.
Brutal! What a brutal line, dog! What a brutal line, dude. This guy has the audacity of calling other people like he's called Asmongold a pedophile. He's called Nux a pedophile. Basically, anybody who disagrees with him, he tries to call them a pedophile. And if you can find like a smell of a controversy that they had, like, oh, Asmongold has liked anime before, well, he's obviously a lolicon enjoyer. Nux used a fucking bad picture for his thumbnail like 30 years ago and tried to get Shadman on to troll him. Must be a pedophile. I mean, it's just, I love the way that it just boils down to instantly just must be a pedophile. But this guy's biggest claim to fame, his biggest joke, was old enough to count, old enough to mount. I mean, yes, can it be funny? Absolutely. In the context of it not being fucking Hasan, this guy will burn your entire career in 2 seconds because he decides what you are. His audience will go with it, they'll run with it. But he was allowed. See, he got the pass. This was in the past. He's a different guy now. It's bullshit. It's rules for thee and not for me. And this is the clown show we live in with this fucktard individual.
Question mark? I want to say thank you to Miley Cyrus for showing off her camel toe at the VMAs the other night. I always knew Hannah Montana was a little slut. Don't even try to hide it.
Yeah, bro. Look at him go. Look at him go. This sits right up his alley of his progressive audience.
Look, this is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date. This is Bro Tip. This week's Bro Tip is about bringing out...
Oof. Dude was the original Andrew Tate. He, instead of grifting to the right like Andrew Tate did, though, he grifted to the left. Ah, look at that. Look at that. A couple of goonbag grifters. We love to see it. But he recently had himself a little controversy here. He had himself a little bit of a smoochy-woochy problem. A smoochy-wenchy little teeny-weeny clusterfuck, what one would call it. You see, he got himself in like some sort of argument with some sort of chatter who he decided it was time to pull a fake gun on him. That's right, guys.
Mamdani communist.
Right. He gets up. Hold on. We'll get to that where he decides he's gonna. Oh, we got a little plop up here. Now this is from that Dan guy. I don't know the like. He's like an orbiter of destiny. I don't really know much about Dan Saltman. Dan Saltman. I don't know too much about the guy. I do know that I don't love Destiny. I think he's kind of annoying, but of course they're putting up the we should get Hasan banned rules, which, come on guys, I'm not down for banning. I don't like Twitch's rules of service anyway. I think they need to enforce them fairly. That is true. But I don't like when anybody gets banned. I just don't. Unless they actually break laws on stream, I really don't like when people get banned. I think that it only turns them into martyrs. I mean, every time Tectone gets banned, it makes him he makes it the biggest deal of all universe, and he gets bigger. So I really don't think it does what you think it does. So this whole ban thing, I don't like. I just don't like it.
Left behind by our politics for the very working people who've been left in our sincerity and actually delivering for the very working people who've been left.
There we go. He goes and gets his little BB gun. I think it's a BB gun or an airsoft gun. It's one of the two. I'm leaning toward BB just because I don't know. Airsoft and BB look so similar, but it isn't like 100%. It's not like you pulled a Glock on stream. Still, I wouldn't care if you do. It's Second Amendment rights. Threatening your chat with a gun is super cringe and like fake. This is about as fake. That's why I showed that clip before of bro tips. This is some fake bro bullshit, right? Like, look how tough I am, dude. I got myself my gun. Like, obviously I didn't bring my gun out here to like, oh, look, I'm tough too, Hasan. No, because I'm not an idiot. I'm not a moron who needs to prove how tough they are on the internet. What type of loser is like, I'm gonna just, this is a bro's turning into Boogie 2988. He's officially hit his lolcow arc. He's showing up to his front door with a fake Glock trying to prove how tough he is. Like, come on, bro. This is some Sneeko energy, dog.
Behind by our politics.
We need Charlie to show up to show you the correct way to handle a gun, because hold on, actually. Where did my daughter put that stupid thing? My daughter has a squirt gun that looks like, my daughter has this cool squirt gun that I bought her that kind of looked like a regular gun, but I can't find it. Sorry. You can't win them all, boys. You can't win them all. No, well, yeah, I'm not saying Hasan should get banned, right? I am saying, terrible control with the gun. Like, I don't care if the gun's fake or whatever. Like, if it's like, obviously it's an airsoft gun or a BB gun, right? But you shouldn't be pointing it this direction. Pretend this is the front of the gun, right? You shouldn't be pointing it this direction. You should have control of the gun. You should treat it like it is dangerous. Bro's just winging it around. This is why some people need to go to, like, they need to stop villainizing guns and start respecting them more, because you have dipshits like this. This is the type of stuff that if it was a real gun, he probably would have let it had an accidental discharge or a negligent discharge on stream.
Compared with what President Trump has been able to do, you know, over the same period of
Dude,
time.
he points it at himself so many times. He's like, oh, it's so bad, dude. And like, here's where it loses me, and I think it's so funny, is he's using this to threaten the chatter to look cool. He's like, I'm gonna go get my airsoft gun. Won't that be really cool? Everybody will think it's so based and so cool. And
Time that I've been running has been. I tell him the last person who couldn't get my.
dude, and he's holding it like all gay and shit. He's just like, look how cool this is. It's so lame. Now, I'm not in the park that it's like, I mean, it's not like I'm in the park that I think that he should be banned or whatever. I do think that, because again, I think that you should be able to show your guns and stuff on stream. I do. I think you should be able to shoot and stuff, because we have the Second Amendment, and the reason these social media things are allowed to be like not considered punishers is because of Section 230, which is supposed to provide us with some protections from the Constitution, or with some constitutional protections, which these companies get away with not doing. So that is more of me again putting the blame back on Twitch for being a shitty platform. And again, I think that Hasan looks like a big bitch boy here, but I don't think that it actually should get him banned, because I mean, I just disagree with Twitch's terms of service.
Name right, we defeated them, and that's what it's going to look like again.
Okay, fair enough. As you may.
God, he's so cool. Look how cool he is. Look how he. Hello, beautiful Nat One Games. But speaking of Nat One Games, I have a podcast with Nat One Games. We have a Creepcast knockoff. Our promo went up recently. You need to go follow the Haunted Router. Go follow the Haunted Router. It is fantastic. I'm so hyped for this. It's our first video is coming out. It's amazing. But yeah, this guy's an absolute goon bag. What a loser.
Oh, you found his account?
Today, I will show you.
Now we're gonna get into some doxing. Now this is where I think that, like, above the gun thing, which the gun thing just makes him look like a big bitch boy. It makes him look like I don't know, dude. It's like bringing a Nerf gun out and being like, "Yo, do you check it out? I'm strapped up." Like, it's so lame, dude. You and your little airsoft gun, you're really intimidating, Hasan. But then he starts doxing people, which is really awesome.
3 ways you can use your smart.
Wait, this is the guy?
First thing we want to do is download the U2 DPN app, which we can do through the first link in the description.
I mean, it's 100% funny how Hasan will play victim 100% of the time. Yeah, I'm just a little, you guys are the bad guys, you guys are the racists, you're the harassers. And then he doxes people, he brings out his gun, his little airsoft gun, and he grabs that gun. He obviously doesn't grab one of these, he doesn't grab one of these guns that are in the background over here. He doesn't go grab the Devil May Cry guns because they don't look real enough. He needs to go get one that looks real so that he can front as a big, strong gunman. And just to try to intimidate somebody who has the audacity to talk shit.
Fuck are you gonna do, bro? Write a petition? Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's do a fucking crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, again, dude, this guy's speaking wild shit like you're a no. He could have easily like shrugged this off as you're a nobody. Oh, you're if your account is publicly linked, it's not doxing. I mean, I still don't think I don't know if he doxed what he did to dox his actual thing. Like, did he go to his actual account, or where was the dox? Even if the perpetrator only exposed information via the public only expose information available via the public record. If your personal identification is released on Twitch without your consent, you can file a report. So, I mean, it's still, this whole thing is just so cringe. So, his whole thing was like, oh, this guy made a comment of, like an edgy comment, and he went after him, like, as hard as possible. I just cringe. Again, I'm not saying he should be banned. I will never stand for anybody getting banned unless they unless they put in real world violence. If there's real world violence, they've broken actual laws, and they're going to jail. There's a few things where I'm in the zone there, but when it comes to speech, I think they have the right to do that, and I think that he has the right to swing around his gay little airsoft gun.
Let's do a fucking crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do?
Like, but who is Hasan Mamdani? Like, who is that? Like, is that like that? I don't know who that is.
Go on a fishing expedition? Try to fucking put malware in my phone? Is that what you're gonna do? You skinny bitch. Ugly ass. That's not him, it's this.
Hey, yo, dead ass G. My bad, pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real ass.
So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. He just doxed the wrong guy. So I had somebody in chat telling me, telling me that it's like, oh, that's crazy. If his council linked, it's not actually him doxing. He just found somebody who had no thing to do with it and put him up on screen, threatened him with a gun, and then said, oh no, it's a wrong guy, and then I'm just gonna sweep it under the rug because, oh well, I'm Hasan and I'm gonna get away with it. And this is the problem, dude. This is the problem when you go on these little crusades, is it's not somebody in this chat, it's just some random person found a thing where it was where he found he didn't like this guy, wasn't even talking about Hasan Piker, talking about this guy, and he's like, oh well, you're gonna come kill, you want that guy hung for treason or whatever, and so I'm gonna threaten you because you have a difference of ideals. That would be like somebody like, oh, you don't like Trump, well, I'd like you see you try and do something. I'd like to see you come and do something. It's gay. It's gay. It's like, oh, you want to go after this political figure? Well, I'll pump you down with an airsoft gun. I'd like to see you do anything after I make you have to wear an eye patch because I shot you in the eye with my little BB.
As boss.
Does he even show his face in it?
Ping for U.S. servers is kind of high, or there is.
Oh no, it's even worse. It's even worse. Advocating to, who is advocating to, who is.
Oh my god, dude is so bad with holding that. He's falling apart just holding this stupid airsoft gun. He's like flicking the mag out. This is pathetic. Dude needs. Okay, this is something I think of. I think 100%. Hasan needs to go and stop being a little bitch. Stop hating guns and fearing weaponry, and go out and get some actual training. Just some light fucking training, okay? Like the most mundane training in the world will tell you how to hold and handle a gun better than he's handling this airsoft gun. Especially if you're pretending it's real in the moment, dude. Come the fuck on.
Advocating to this fucking dude who's advocating to hang me for treason.
But didn't he say Hasan Mandani? Or you're not Hasan Mandani though. That's not you. Like if you go to Hasan Mandani's YouTube channel, it is. That's not you, buddy. That's not you at all. Like I'm confused here.
Is mad at me, okay? Is mad at me and doesn't realize that.
Jesus Christ, bro. Stop pointing the gun at your crotch, dog. I know it's fake, but in this moment you're pretending it's real, and all you're doing is pointing it at yourself. The dude wouldn't even have to do anything to you, because the moment you'd show up, you'd add a negligent discharge into your own nutsack.
He already got sight-wided? Oh, yeah, they already got fucking clapped. Hanged.
So Twitch instantly bans someone who insults Hasan while does nothing when he doxes, threatens a chatter with a firearm live in front of an audience of 30,000 people. And this is my problem, is the hypocrisy. It's never, for me, it's not about Hasan being a dumb fuck, which he is, and everybody knows. The problem is anybody who has the audacity to say anything about him or anybody he doesn't like, he instantly threatens, attacks, and Twitch shows up. Their moderators who are watching his stream shows up and bans those people, kicks them off the platform, so that if they're small enough. I mean, obviously when it comes to like really big people like Asmongold, it seems like he's a little more safe. Also, Asmongold kind of just has like, it doesn't really have the like, again, yeah, I know he's like a right-wing guy now or whatever, but he hasn't really had the takes. When he has had takes that were bad enough to get him banned, he's gotten banned. But otherwise, Asmongold's takes are pretty mundane in comparison to somebody like Hasan. So by banning him, they would be just showing blatant favoritism, and also would hurt their platform by attacking one of their biggest streamers. And I don't know, dude. The blatant hypocrisy of how that platform enforces their terms of service is what I think is disgusting, and I also think it violates Section 230, which is what gives them the right to exist. I think it's disgusting, and I hate when people get banned like this, because one, if somebody is a goonbag, like let's say Hasan gets banned, he's just gonna turn into a martyr. But this is his response to the whole situation.
Breaking a gun around on Twitch considered a crime, or breaking terms of service? This is not a real gun. pussy. And not only that, but also, I like that this is the new meta. People are like, dude, I can't believe you were waving a gun around. Good luck, dude.
Well, I mean, you like it's I think the people who are like saying, "Oh, I can't believe he was waving a gun around," it is kind of cringe that one person that has the audacity to call you out, and the first thing you do is go get your fake little gay Nerf gun and start threatening people with it. Like you're super tough. It's so cringe, bro. You knew it. You knew exactly what you were doing, trying to be a tough boy. You were trying to be a tough alpha Chad. Your bro tips days were back, right in full-fledged attack force, and here you were. As soon as you're getting called out for it, now, well, it's a toy gun. You guys need to calm down. You're being a bunch of pussies. Pussies. It's so gay. Maybe, you know who the real pussy is? Hasan, dude. He needs to fight. I think he just needs to get in the boxing ring with Sam Hyde at this point. He needs to stop pussyfooting around. If he's willing to swing or to point his airsoft gun at his own dick, he should be okay with Sam Hyde hitting him in the head a couple times in a boxing ring. Hey, you could do it for the Palestinian charity or something.
Guy comes in here, says, I'm going to assassinate you. I say, good luck, and do this.
But I don't think he said that. He said Hasan Mandani. Like, what is that? Like Hasan's middle name or something? I have no idea. Hasan. No, it's not. That's not even like Hasan's name. I'm not gonna put his full name on stream, but that's not even his name. It's a different guy. It's a whole ass different guy. Like, I feel like this is something a lot of people have missed. If you go back to the clip, he says Hasan Mandani, which is a whole ass different person than you. Like, he was probably talking to along the lines of what you guys were talking about, and you had the audacity to think, just assume because you guys' names were the same, he was threatening you. That's insane.
And
that's like somebody saying, oh, coming to my chat and saying, hey, Jeff Goldblum, I hope Jeff Goldblum gets hit by a truck. And I'm like, you want me to get hit by a truck? Well, what are you going to do now? It makes no sense, brother. It makes no sense.
now the soy right is fucking crying about it. Okay. Good luck.
Like, I just, like, again, dude, I'm not, he could have gotten a real gun and done this whole thing. It would have been fine. I still would have commented on his, terrible gun handling. His absolutely atrocious, terrible gun handling. And the bro has never touched a real gun in his life. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been pointing it at his own dick. Dear God, brother. Like, on top of that, I just how cringe do you have to be to have somebody talk a little shit on the internet and instantly go to pulling your little gun? Like, this is what Sneeko did, and the entire internet clowned on his ass for it. But Hasan does it, and we open up the gateways for all these people. Well, it wasn't a real gun. Oh, we're protecting him. Nah, fuck you, dude. We need Moist Critical to show him how good gun safety. Like 100%, this guy needs a Moist Critical gun safety class.
What am I supposed to do if I'm the endless recipient of death threats? I can't even have a little bit of fun with it?
I mean, I 100% like agree, but like anytime anybody calls your audience like insane or like that is harassing him, you gaslight the entire world into saying, oh, they're not that way. You're just crazy. And you would call somebody who did this absolutely unhinged. You would talk about it for 482 weeks about how unhinged they are. The hypocrisy is here is just so delicious.
Every single person
Dude, while he drinks his Dr. Pepper, which is on the banned list, God, this guy is just insufferable.
that masturbated when Moist Critical did the exact same thing.
You aren't like Moist in this situation, though. You're like Sneeko. That's the sad part that you don't get. That's what's so funny about this shit. You're the Sneeko in this situation. You're the guy walking in like, look how cool my clips are. This is, Moist did it in a response, and that's what was so good about that.
Okay. Is now going, this guy needs to be banned immediately. Post haste, please.
Again, I will never be the guy who says Hasan deserves to be banned unless he like breaks actual laws. I mean, it gets kind of on the edge there where he was showing terrorist propaganda, which I don't think is that cool or based. I'm not here to comment on that as much as I do think the rest of this stuff, it's just like people finding little stuff to try to get him banned for, and I'm not going to ever be the guy that's cool with deplatformization. Even people that I hate, like vehemently hate, like Nick Fuentes, I don't believe they should have been deplatformed.
You should keep it in frame. I do. Here you go.
Oh my god, he's so cool. Look at him with his little airsoft gun. Such a tough guy. Look at him. Look at him. What a tough guy. God, he's so cringe. What a loser. But I did think it was funny. This is something I'm like, again, I'm hit or miss on Tectone. Asmongold Ludwig came out and says, Hasan threatens viewers live, doxes them, and pulls a gun out. Remember, he literally was sent his fans after the wrong fucking guy to begin with, until he was corrected, and threatened the wrong guy with his stupid fake gun. No ban. I call two women fat. I call fat women fat 2 weeks. Are we understanding the issues now? Like, he doesn't get banned. I tell a chatter to Slapski McClapski themselves, 2-day ban. Hasan threatens to Slapski McClatski a chatter. He gets no warning or ban. Like, isn't this insane? This is absolute the hypocrisy here. That's what I think the biggest point is the hypocrisy. And like in Hasan's head, he pictures himself like this like moist. He thinks he's like moist critical, having the big slap down on the internet, when in reality he is the Sneeko. He is the Sneeko. Somebody had the audacity to talk a little shit to him. He instantly went and got his little fake gun and tried to prove how tough he was. Now again, Sneeko showed his real gun, which it's still lame and gay, but yeah, this whole situation is lame and gay though. It really is. It really is, and I just find it so funny. So funny that I haven't covered Hasan in a while, and nothing has changed with how much of a goofy douchebag he is, and I don't understand how anybody likes him. That's all I got for you guys on that one today. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure to go check out my new podcast. It is fantastic. It's way different than the stuff I create here. It's no drama, all fun. It's just me and Nat One Games reading great creepypastas. The promo episode, we read a nice little story. Go check that out. Make sure to hit it with a like. I want this thing to be way bigger than my main channel, because I think that this is the type of content that's less combative. It's more just fun and got a wider range of more for more people. But that's all I got for you guys on that one today. I'll catch you in the next one.